You're a footballer.
Yeah.
A football developed country. A football bring everything out.
No.
You have to take everything to because she's from Harvard University.
Yeah.
What will the book do for you? No passion for development. Then we know Joshua will put the meanest man in the whole world.
Yeah.
Me.
Connections that you not get it. Yeah.
You have no connection.
Yeah. Just say that Doma, all kind of things that just happen here. No, I'm sure no he no tea.
When he was 12 years older early, Ellen did not want him to become president. So Ellen did not introduce him to many leaders. Ellen was doing her thing on her own. She traveled from country to country and kept a man in his garage for 12 years, according to Burger himself.
Yes.
That means he was not empowered to meet any leader. When the African leader themselves need support from the West.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All African leaders need support from the West.
Yeah.
No African leader will help another African leader with money for development.
Yeah.
In the West. That's not a back of Burger.
Okay.
Because when we have wrote, the Senate did a comprehensive report of their findings and attached the Supreme Court ruling and the amnesty law and everything. And the position statement for those commissioners who decided from February to where. And said the way forward is a Panama House discussion for peace. Then when Burger come now, he is deceived by coming there, by the Dillon there, Yombi there, and he's now where he's just thinking all kind of way Burger, all kind of thing. He won't go after people. Then, you know, the CDC still control the lower house, the upper house.
Mm-hmm.
So they went some kind of way, some kind of thing they did, but they did a resolution that passed. Yeah, because the money process.
Yeah.
When they sent it to the Senate,
Mm-hmm.
then something happened, wow! All that they almost ran to Yombi house, then they brought it that Tuesday morning. They didn't tell me they had it for me. Oh! Then when I heard what was happening, it was remain 2% to sign. That was me, that was Barney, Jim Barney. Now when I went to cool, I said, what is going on? You were here when we had sent paper, and you were here with our own leadership, and we sent the report with all documents, legal documents, to guide where. Then Burger benefited from the 2010 decision by the Supreme Court to be involved in the election in 2011 because he was not to run with money.
You're right.
He benefited.
You're right.
Then after serving about for 12 years now, he's now president now. We finished campaign for that kind of woman, and he wants to persecute us. He does going to persecute us. So what is going on with Kung? Then Kung said, well, what I will do for you is to help you with lawyers. Then 5,000, go look for lawyer. So from Kung offered, my own son offered that I went and signed a resolution. I have many seconds say, why you did this? You know what he told me?
No.
Resolution is not a law. So starting the resolution, I mean, we agree. Bring it now. When Burger send a bill, they will not put all the law they put in now and back it.
Oh, okay. That was a smart move.
I said correct move.
Nigeria is in trouble.
Correct move.
But I tell you this, I still repeat, if the president refuses to change, then the government is in trouble. The government, if you finish this government, let's thank God. Because as from next year, it's said to be fluctuating. And all the people that is in the government, they are liars. All of them. They don't know why they are there. They don't know what they are doing. They don't know the reason of staying in that system. They are just pushing the vehicle like this. They don't know where they don't know where it's going. So the forefathers of Liberia, they are in pains. It's very regrettable. Even the former president, Syphilis, is even regret having this person as a president. So that is just it. They believe that Dr. Ware is too much for Liberia. That is the man who have brought transformation, total transformation to Liberia. That's a man who will have turned Liberia to mini London or mini US. And he will have done it in second term. But they don't understand. They are angry with him. They believe that he's against them. They believe that he doesn't like Liberians. That's what they believe. That's what they believe. He said Liberia will be zero in sports. Zero. Zero. Tell me something. Zero. When you go to Nations Cup now, go to Nations Cup, let's see. Let me see you Nations Cup. Go to Nations Cup, I'll give $500,000. If you qualify for Nations Cup, I'll give your national team $500,000. I promise. Your Nations your experience in Liberia now. If you don't know, in 2 years' time, Liberia will be worse. Will be one of the worstest country in the whole world. What I mean, worstest country in the whole world. If the Liberia will not protest against this government, tell me there is no God. If Liberia will not begin to cry, coming together to cry and said, we don't want you again, leave, resign, tell me there is no God, I will never serve God again. I am a prophet of God, and I'm talking as a prophet. Right? The hardship, you have not seen that ship now. In 2 years' time, you will see the hardest hardship you have never experienced. Liberia will drink dirty water, and they will be thanking God for drinking. That is the kind of president you have. This president does not have anything. He doesn't have any template. He doesn't have any roadmap for the nation. They just force him there. It was rigged election. Rigged election. It was forced on you people. It was forced to be president. So, and the people who connive to do all of this and put him there, right? US.
You mean US, the United States?
United States. They are involved in this election. I am telling you, not politically, I am telling you spiritually what I foresaw. It was rigged. Totally rigged. And now they have seen it, that this person does not know anything. This person cannot help the nation. This person cannot put the nation right.
Thank you. So, again, great. I want to say thank you to you, Liberia, who came out today. I want to say thank you to our motorcyclists, to our tricyclists. We want to say thank you. Thank you that you stood with us. You defeated all of the lies. And let me say this to you, Mr. President. We promise that until you receive our petition, we will not present our petition to any criminal. We are aware that Richard Crew is a role, and we will not present our petition to him. To you, Mr. President, your people collected over 14 million for 4 more people. That is the highest level of evil I have ever seen in my entire life. You promised to provide job for our motorcyclists. You took away the only means of landing rule. You beat them, you killed them. You have arrested over 10,000 motorcyclists. You are breaking our different police stations, rules and examples. We are here to challenge you. Your best rule is enough is enough. We are come to say enough is enough. We the motorcycle are come to say enough is enough. Amanda, thank you so much. Mr. Chairman, thank you. Thank you ever so much. Give it money for that attention, please. People struggle. Whoa, Joseph, whoa. Boo, Joseph, woo. Thank you very much. You want to put a hand together for yourself, please. Thank you. We want to say thank you very much for showing up to the young people across the 17 electoral districts of Massachusetts County. We want to speak to you, to our young women and girls. One man who happens to be the Minister of Internal Affairs, he raped a lady. Today he's still the Minister of Internal Affairs. Process human has not been investigated. Joseph Parker came here. He lied to us that you'll get multitude of jobs. Young people graduating from university was like, bro, all of university, no job. No program for young people. We want to say to you, we are happy today that we have come here. But we have come here, like the chairman said, to present a petition to Joseph Parker. If Joseph Parker does not show up, we will not present our petition to anybody. And we are emphatic about it. And we want to say to you, the young people of the Youth League, congratulations on your courageous spirit. Put your hands together and say, young people. They said to you that you are not going to challenge the ring. They keep here the parade of water cannon all over the place. But where are they now? They're gone. We challenge Gregory Como. You have killed enough people. You kill young people in Kinshasa. But we challenge you, if you shoot one ball here, you experience the consequences. If you shoot one ball here, we will fly to you. We are not police. We are here to challenge you. So the big body are making want you to come here. The big body are making want you to come here. And we say to you, we will stay here, we will be around. Put your hands together when I say congratulations. Thank you so much.
Reactionary terrorism! Reactionary terrorism! First scanner! First scanner! First scanner! Rudeness! 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 Violence! 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 Disrespect! 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 Reactionary terrorism! Amanda! Thank you to all of our mothers and sisters who are there in the ring to be here today, so the voices can be heard. We stay here to say we are fed up with the disrespect and brutality against women and children. We are going to raise our voices against the crime against our children. There are hundreds of rape cases that are sitting at the ministry agenda and none has been resolved. And the corporate award is scot-free simply because of government connections. Our sisters are sexually harassed at ministry and agency. But today we have gathered to say enough is enough. Our mothers who are in the market today are facing serious economic constraints simply because we have a U.S. rate for $100. So today, Mr. Parker, the women of the Republic elected you, and the women of the Republic have come to tell you we can bring you down. If you cannot lead us, if you cannot lead us, you must leave. And we mean what we say. If we cannot lead us, you must leave. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Thank you to all of the 17 special women of Ghana. We commend you for your hard work, and we say thank you.
We are pleased that tens of thousands of Liberian citizens have peacefully converged on the grounds and the premises of the capital. We are here to submit a petition statement for Judge Joseph Parker. No is enough. Mr. Bonsio was speaking. Nigeria don't want just as well. To introduce a program. So, we are now in the essence of this program. We are proud of you. We are happy for you. We expect today that Mr. Joseph Yuma Parker, President Joseph Yuma Parker, will come here and receive this petition from his people. Thank you. We know. Hello. Apartheid suffers chronic, physical, and mental incapacitation problem. We know that. So if he will not come to understand, but then he must at least send his vice president to come here. He must at least send his vice president to come here and receive the petition. We are peaceful. We seek our workers from them to him our children grievances and make demands that are reasonable. Hello? If President Blocker or his vice president will not come here, we just received information that they are sending greater crew to come here and receive a picture. Listen. Hello. Thank you. No. So therefore, we are saying the tens of thousands of Nigerians representing the over 6 million citizens of this country are saying we will never submit a petition to a rubber speaker. Hello, Rachel Crew, a man with the support of Joseph Wanga that attacked the legitimacy in the authority of the Supreme Court will not be recognized as Speaker of this country. Therefore, Rachel Kuhn lacks legitimacy to be Speaker. Rachel Kuhn is an alleged criminal and must be prosecuted for bribery and for corruption. Hello? What that said? The petition will still be read. That's it. The petition will still be read. The program will still go ahead. But someone said, "Pause." If President Blocker does not show up here today or send a respected member of his office to receive our petition, we promise at the end of this program, we, the people of this country, we will come back to the street in the future. And when we come back, the demands that we will make will be far greater than today's demand. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you.
Rape cases in 2024. May we take a moment of silence. Every day in 2024, 9 women and children were raped. That is the average daily incidence of rape cases in 2024. According to the Nigerian Minister of Gender, Children and Social Protection, 2,759 rape cases. Is that not a genuine reason we are here for? Yeah. And an important reason we are here for? Yeah. We also remember the survivor of the King George massacre. As they now Liberians, they were killed and shot in Cape Mount County. We should remember them. So we are here to present Amanda. You are here to present the official petition to the people.
Oh Nana, Mr. Bossy, I want to speak my mind.
Gucci Beats.
Nigeria don't enter one chance, I swear, I go with the go so. Yes, men, they kill us every day for them busy, they campaign again. After they failed all the promises they made, and they praise themselves. Oh Nana, Mr. Bossy, I want to speak my mind.
Gucci Beats.
Nigeria don't enter one chance, I swear, I go with the go so. Yes, men, they kill us every day for them busy, they campaign again. After they failed all the promises they made, and they praise themselves. Why the masses were supposed to give them the praises we they run to? Move it up. I blame it on the religious leaders. I blame it on the traditional rulers. People were supposed to fight for the people, they don't compromise. Shame on the rebellious brothers. People will cry with us during answers. Today them don't join those oppressors, they eat your love for. Something on the smell of. Very soon now we go perceive the havoc when this government they cause my time bomb. It go soon explode. Revolution they come up. It is very close at the film. When the power of the people is running with the power of the people in power, they know even say the people they die of hunger. Hungry dog is an angry dog. One day you go bite the owner. I don't mind, it's the devil workshop.
Let me say what's up to all of you, wherever you are. Welcome to the program Face the Issues here on Freedom. It's let me say Kings 88.5. You know, I know where my sister station, no problem. Kings 88.5, and we are right here together on this very day, and we are grateful to the Almighty God for everything. And no matter what the circumstances are, we are certainly getting there, and we'll continue to share with you what God has blessed us with. And we are forever grateful to the Almighty God. Let me say also to your fantastic students who are all gathered tonight. And to listen to another fascinating show with all of our guests and presenters here tonight. And there's the Diaspora Talk edition and of Face the Issues, where we have Prince Sharif and that of William Broad. Rest of you will try to ask you guys to join in as well so that we broaden it. And so we can see that man Rebecca K. Sagnon. Okay, what's up? Yeah, you having it right there. It's right on the screen, and you can see it there. It's right on the stream, and yeah, you can see it right there. The number is there. You are seeing the same wave is there. It's okay. The same wave is right there. You can see it, and that is right there. So today, those of you who really chose to have done what you could, especially in assisting with our support basket, we are right here, and we'll try to run it that, and we are very grateful. By Monday, we will try, because Monday like that it will be fresh week, and in the new month, so we will be starting up. So as of Monday, every time every presenter or every announcer sits here, they will have to highlight that the support basket, like we said, we are fighting and doing everything to expound. And this is a national effort for all of us, so that we get out there and do everything we can. And with God, all things are possible. And as you can see, for sure, others are now getting there and doing almost everything together. And I will try to announce to you people here tonight that there is the group in the diaspora, though some guys locally had been contemplating that. They call them We Are Getting Their movement. And We Are Getting Their movement is a movement of hope, to give you hope, and also inspire you into the future, and making sure that it works for you. We Are Getting Their movement. JMNJ is leading a team, and they contacted him So, and Jamin J, my man Joshua Corner of the United States of America, and we call him Airplane Doctor. He's an civil aviation expert in terms of aeroplane repairs and so forth here and there of the Marine Force. But again, those are some of the issues that we are seeing. So, we are getting their movement have decided to come up with something. So the first batch of persons who are regular callers, now they will listen to all the shows and see that those persons are always being heard on the shows. So that we are getting their movement was able to spot them. And so what they're going to be doing is to give 5,000 to each of the persons, and I'm about to name. They will give them 5,000 each. They can be following them on all the shows. And so they took series of numbers of all callers here and there, put it inside and did a draw. So they were able to send those names to me. I have no part to play in it, but they call that we are getting their movement. So I think with God, all things are possible. So tonight, Etmo Car and name is up for 5,000. Etmo Car, let me see, what did they say they sent me? Here, what is the stuff that they sent me here? Okay, yeah, that is it. I hope I can get. Were we able to get Momo number? Okay, yeah, better we got Momo number. So Momo, yeah, Momo, you listening? Thank God we're able to get you. Yeah. So and we are certainly getting there. So Momo, yeah, okay, all right, yeah, Momo, okay, I got Momo stuff now. Yeah, right. And we can't. We wanted to need it. No, we gotta verify what kind of complication. We'll check it up. And Momo, you have to those you get different number here with different name, and we gotta be raging on that. Yeah, we will. We'll check it. Don't worry, I will get that. So Edmore Car and Edmore Car and your name came up from the We Are Getting There movement. They call them the WAGT Watt movement. WAGT Watt movement. The We Are Getting There, just the acronym for it. Watt movement. Edmore Car, your name came up, and my Helena Ware name came up, and my Helena Ware, your name is here too. Yes, my Helena name is here. I am also seeing here Mansisi name is here. Who's here again? And how many persons were about 6 with us? So okay, yeah, okay. Edmoka, my Helena Mansisi, and Darling Peters, Yeah, Darling Peters. Yeah, her name is here. Yeah, her name is here. Oh, sorry. Darling Peter's name is here. And who else again? The list was very much. We are getting there 2029. Well, people can just want to call here. There were 6. Yeah, there were 7 other names. Yeah, there were 6 persons outlined. Manwati. Yeah, Manwati name is here. And yeah. Okay, yeah. I think okay, they just sent that. And so I think there were 6. Yeah, there were 6. And Etmon, Marina, Mansi, Darling, Manwati. That makes it 5, 6, one more person. They will send me that shortly. Yeah. The guys are not easy. Yeah. Yeah. So the rest of you will come up, and as we see, you see, that's what people doing. You know, when you believe in somebody, the person throw us up. How's everything with you? I hope you're doing so great. I'm watching you right now from my workplace. So yeah, we are getting there, and I think I just one more person name. I'm just waiting for. I will call that person name. Don't worry, I will get that person's name in no time. And they will get it. So they will be doing it like that, identifying the people are monitoring you. People, I didn't know this. It's a you give me monitoring people. You know, I don't follow all of the show except for our shows here, but you can follow the people then from all the radio stations. Yeah, all the radio stations. They are following these people there. They are always there following them, and I know for sure that's what they do. And it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more person. I'll get a person. You know what? All right. So that is it right here on this very die, and okay. So I think that we are getting the chairman just stated the name. So the name is Ma Oritado. That name. That name can be hard. By the way, Oritado. Yeah, Oritado. The person just thought to appreciate you. Yeah. And I saw you are part of the person. So that's 6 now. So the 6 is complete. Right? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So that's it. So they follow that we are getting their movement. They follow all of the shows, not only my show, but they follow. You know, they are very interested in knowing what happened in their country. So that's it. So each one of these persons I just named, they got 5,000 from the we are getting their movement, and from overseas, and that's how they are spotting people, and I following these shows and so forth. So that is where they are appreciated. At Moka, Ma Eleanor Ray, we have Ma Cici, we have Darlene Peters, we have Ma Wati, and we have Ma Oritado. So that's it. And so the JMNJ and his entire team over there, they are watching. So he set up, these are people who follow everything about Liberia. And like I was saying, when you believe in somebody, like one of my friends said, and Prince Walker, Prince Walker group of companies, he operates here and so forth. He says giving is his passion. If he doesn't do it, he doesn't feel good. And I say, yes, once giving is your passion, if you are not doing it, you're not feeling good at all. So that's what it is. And he's really, really one of those persons. So same is with the likes of Joshua Conan, who are doing everything they can. They just think about something to do to help people. And that's why it is. They gave in their everything. So whatever they think and whoever they are today, they believe that it is God's blessings. So they always do that. Like last night, you just heard Momo talking about one old man who had come close to him and talking about he won radio here and there. People had just, and that's how God blessing people. That's how God blesses people. And one thing they are doing, which of course I appreciate so much, is that they are followers of we are. They believe in we are. The only reason they believe in we are is because the kind of person we are is aligns with their soul. The kind of person we are is they we are. God said, birds of the same feathers will flock together. Now, so because we are is a giving man, so they who are gave us, they feel happy. God attaches them to we are. So they don't just let we are in vain. They're just setting connect. God connects their spirit to we are, because that's the same spirit, working together. So they believe in giving. They believe in just sacrificing and whatever it is. So most of us who you see us beyond we are today, unlike some people who are beyond we are, they are very mean. That one part of squarely. They just beyond we are, but they don't believe in what we are does. Because if you believe in something somebody does, you will want to act like that person. Yeah, you will want to act like that person. When you believe in a person. The reason you see Joseph Boga people wicked because they believe in a wickedness. So they will act like him. All officials are acting like him because they believe in his wickedness. They are wicked people. So as a result, they follow him and they act wicked. Now, we are on a group of people who follow him. They do what they do because they are attached to him because of that alignment. That alignment of spirit. Of just thinking and feeling for people and going out to do anything. And that's what it is. Not everyone else beyond we are is there for that purpose. Somebody are there to get. But some of these people, most of these people that you see, they are sacrificing. Look at the old man who can be sitting and calling here. That did they benefit anything from the 12 years, from the 6 years that we are in power? No. But it's still sacrificing. That's the kind of sacrificial spirit that we are carries. So it aligns with them. Even you go to them, you tell them, say, look at the kind of how you live in. You stay behind, you say, you boy, this sacrifice are making you were able to pay your children's school fees. They may have supported, they were able to get free tuition. They may have supported that the sacrifice are made, the support I gave, that we were able to make your children to go to school free. So they believe that they got dividends from their sacrifices. They were not getting into it because they wanted government jobs. They were not doing it for that. They were not doing it because they wanted government job. No, they were doing it, or they are doing it, not where, but they are doing it not because they want government job. So if you think that I was there, no. Some of you supporting Joseph Boga today, you still living reckless and useless and dirty life. Nothing has changed for you. I leave the old man and God blessing them. People can look at them. People want to go reach out to them. How many of the government officials from Unity Party have been reaching out to you people? None. Or how many supporters of Unity Party that recognizing you today? Because Joseph Boga not treating you right now. So you see what's happening? These things are just practical. For me, when I come and sit down, I'm not saying things that abstract, or that you got to think about whether it will happen, or it can happen, or it's happening. That's not how the things we say are things that you can see. The comparisons are there, you can see it clearly. So don't think that I'm coming my head and here on here and there. These people who are doing these things, that's what it is. So the 5 persons name are called, and these people, they are already up and running, and that's it, and they will get their 5K. Yeah, they will get it, and I think I have means of reaching to all of them. So those of you who are doing things, people are watching, so that we are getting their movement. And Joshua Corner and team in the United States of America, they are working towards that to say, look, we are following up on everything. And AB, thank you for everything you do in rallying these people, and other stations as well. So they follow the banner, they follow the freedom, they follow the hot, and the voice of Liberia. They follow all these platforms. They are there seeing what's happening. So these are people that are doing what they're doing. Yeah. So you get it, right? Yeah. So we are certainly getting there. With God, all things are possible. So my guys are in studio here tonight. Here they are, and so I have them on. Okay, so all of them, they are here. So if you are a me person and you being weird, they know that you just won't be me, because you can be a weird and you're not sacrificing. You may not get the money to give, but your time, your concerns, your feelings, your love for your country, those are sacrifices you make. So we get moral and financial support, and those are things that you do. So the guys are up tonight. Yeah, they are grateful. We are grateful. We're going to eat for the one already. Yeah, we can manage the time. How's up to you guys? How's everything, bro? Prince, how's everything?
Yeah, well, let me say good afternoon, good evening, and hello to the audience that are following us from around the world due to, time differences. But the common way, my people, your hello. I want to welcome everybody, and I want to thank you, Teacher Light, again. We'll continue to do for giving us the privilege to humbly serve along with you, especially on this day.
I love that.
These are not things that are very common, especially people that have reached the zenith of their own career, to bring other people in and say, look, there is a need for me to share the platform with others, build others up. These are not things that are very common, especially in our Liberian society. But we are grateful that people like you are attached to President Weah, who always look at the potential in other people and basically look at your maybe a family background, whether you one of the names, the big names.
The
But
big
you
names.
look at what this person can contribute to society, and you go down in the dungeon, you go down in the dustbin, not in a disrespectful manner, but you go down in the dustbin and bring these people out. And this is the reason why some of us are here. Like, look, for example, this opportunity that these people have, $5,000, is because people like you continue to highlight these people on show. You continue to appreciate their work. You pick up their calls. Some of these people call you behind the scene, and to complain, to say things to you. And because of that, today they are winning these $5,000. It's because people like you highlighted them from your days of the how you call the Freedom FM up to where you are, and even in your personal career. So we want to say thank you, and to those who are following, we also want to appreciate you. But all is now well as it relates to Liberia, and that's the reason why we are here. Our patriotic duty is to make sure that we continue to flag out the ills in society. So, from the human perspective, we give God the glory that we are inhaling and exhaling. But as far as patriotism spirit is concerned, all is now well in Liberia. But thank you for the ask. Thank you, sir.
Oh, great intro.
My
Thank
brother
you
Bro,
so
you are welcome too. Oh man, the man looking too fresh. Get a new money.
See, trouble.
Man, love it.
much.
Yeah, you just keep putting all your name now. Some all now we get started. The boy using your left hand to just scratch you. I know what happened you. Yeah, I swear.
No, not because of that, my man. Anyway, you want,
No, yeah.
I mean, you need to get married. Maybe not
Some
because
people
of
tell
that. I
people
want to
say
put
I
you.
try and get your own. They say no, we bluff them. In fact, let me look for some kind of rope and tie it around my own head.
You just let it up there.
Ah,
But anyway, these things spice up the show to comfort our frustration with respect to what our people encountering back home.
Definitely.
Teacher, like our brother just said it all. We want to say we are grateful for the platform. And we are here today. Sorry for last week. I couldn't join because we were on the side celebrating. We put most often when the 26th falls on Saturday. Anytime in a year when the 26th falls on Saturday, we celebrate it in the diaspora in a very magnificent way. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, most often. So we
So
manage
he
to celebrate.
gave me no credit for all those celebrations. You people, how he said that he don't want me, all of y'all to be celebrating.
Young man, GMB. The first thing they forget to know that why I was saying, you see, anytime the 26th fall on Saturday in the diaspora, people can celebrate it far away because that the weekend, yeah, we don't enjoy like they're in Liberia. That in the weekend we can have that time to go move around and to mingle with Liberian at all kind of time. Two, the internet now is getting very wide in the world. So sometimes when people doing celebration, a lot of people will be going live, a lot of things. But everything you saw today happened in the past, but there were no internet for you to see it that wide, especially when the 26th falls on Saturday. So don't mind JMB, they are taking credit for everything. How lazy people can be. When you lazy, you shift blame on people for your suffering, and you take people credit as your credit. That is the two characteristics of lazy people that they always in a habit. They blame people for their failure, and they take people's success story to be their story. I made that man. Today he forget about me. I didn't want. You did it, but you made yourself. So those things that they're just so teacher level, we are grateful to be here and want to dive into the discussion. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Welcome to you guys. And it's quite great. But let me just try to give you guys some heads up and as it relates to what you've been following the news for today. And we get to our topic for discussion here tonight. And we are very grateful to the Almighty God for everything that's going on in our country. Today, I know you've been following up developments, and I just hope the reporters, sometimes the reporters will be able to give you the in total of what really it is, especially when it comes to legal issues relating to the party headquarters. And I know they've been following in the news and so forth that the court was able to deny and CDC's application and for a specific specific performance, not appearance, but specific performance, and that's a contract theory. Yeah. And what it means by specific performance is that you and myself, we had a deal. And the deal is you're supposed to perform your part. You don't want to perform it, but you want the deal to be canceled. So I can move to the court to tell the court that you have to perform on the basis of that deal, because absent your performance, I will be heavily injured. So the specific performance, it have a lot of elements that you must be able to prove. One, there must be a contract. There must be a contract. And that contract can be implied or expressed. So implied contract and that of express contract, I will tell you all two. Really, if it is on the basis of express contract, either by written words or maybe written words or oral words or oral issues. But on the issue of implied contract, it has to do with conduct. If the two parties behave in a way that makes it to appear like they have a contract, and it was on the basis of that conduct that the person decided to do X, Y, Z, that is an implied contract. And on an implied contract, you don't have to have a written contract. So let's take, for instance, I went out of your house, and then your house is not completed, but I move into the house, and then we not write any contract, nothing. But I move into the house. You are aware that I moved into the house. I decided to put a roof. I decided to patch up all those places here and there. You are there seeing it. You know that it is going on. Then I decided to give you even some money. Though we're not giving one thing, I'm asking you whether you give me talking about one, but I gave you some money. You got some payments out of it. Then I'm facing the house and you seeing all of those things there. Then you get ready. After that period, the 1 year ends from there. Then you tell me, say, AB, you have to leave my house. Now, specific performance will imply. Now, specific performance will imply not for a written contract, but for an implied contract, because the conducts, our conducts were able to express a contract between us. So you're supposed to perform on that note. So what CDC was saying instead is that we have been doing business with these people. So that's the implied contract aspect. But the judge looked at it and said, no, there's no written contract, but they were going to imply contract. Now, the implied contract is that they are saying, look, we have been on this property. And based on the fact that these people told us that, okay, we are still in court or whatever, or we want this case. We want for you to pay this amount first. When you pay this amount, then we'll be able to discuss as to buying the property. So you gave me an assurance. It is based on that assurance I decided to erect some properties and conduct. My conduct could tell that I was only doing it because you ask people now in this country, they will be able to tell you, say, oh, but what CDC were looking at that they never bought a place, then they were building nothing in there. No. It is if they have a strong basis to prove to the court that it was on the basis of an implied contract, right? It's an implied contract that we have. That you told me this, that is what will happen. So we say, okay, if you get it, then we'll do it. So we are on the land already. You got it from the other party. Okay, we are already on the land. If you get it, then we'll do business with you. But in the meantime, because our intent for building it in a year is because we want to own this property. So you say, okay. So now that you have gotten at that level, we'll try to give you some money. Here, then we go into the deal to own it. So it was on the basis of that they built that. So they rely on you, your conduct with them, and they build that. Then tomorrow you came back, you go come talk about it, you can't talk about how the people move from there. So that's why it is. So I just thought that the reporter would have said, look, this is what it is, but of course they took an appeal. And normally an appeal is a stay. You know, when you're reporting and then you tell people that, oh, this is what the court did, but tell the other side of it, because the appeal that is being filed is also part of the legal proceeding. So if you say a party was able to suffer the legal blow, that blow is still on a stay. It is at the level of the circuit. Once the president announces an appeal, the first question you ask is, did they announce an appeal? Now, once an appeal is announced, then there is a stay on that decision of the lower court. Until the finality, it's just like it's a stay. Let me just put it that way. It's a stay. So what happened is that yes, the court did it, but of course there's a stay because the CDC was able to announce an appeal to the Supreme Court to determine that. So this is where they're going again. So there's a stay. Yes, it happened at the lower court, but of course there's a stay. I just wanted you to get that part. So let's go on with what we really know about that been happening during the course of the day. And two basic things that I would lay off my chest. Maybe Prince and Brother could have something else that we all can talk about. So we can talk about it. But two things that I would like for us to look at tonight. And they can bring in anything else very much important to us because it's weekend. I know today there are many of you who've been passing by, and the Unity Party people all we want to be celebrating things and doing all kinds of things that as though they're doing anything new. There's nothing new. First of all, let me get brush off the issue about the executive order that was passed by Joseph Waga concerning processed rubber must be the one to leave this country. George Weah did that before he left. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf did that twice on her administration. And people were trying to say that, look, that is there to favor Firestone so that our local and our rubber farm owners cannot take the cob lungs. You know the rubber. It is just the cob lungs. Some of them used to cross the border with They just carry it to Ivory Coast, then go sell it. Because there's no processing plant. The way Firestone can make it into the chips form. To begin to the chips form, they process it before they leave it and out of the country. So that has been happening. Even we are the same. So there's nothing new that Bwaka did today with executive order that speaks anything new. The only new thing Bwaka would have done, and which we had always craved for, is that look, it's not just processing rubber, but it's about processing rubber and then beginning a finished product in Liberia. That's why. That's the kind of order that we're looking for, so that we try to appreciate the value of our resources. All of our resources are leaving from here. The people can go process it, take it from here, carry it, then they bring it right back to us, they sell it. So you know what it takes for you to have a rubber here, and you have rubber companies, and you have rubber processing companies, or the finished products are done here where we are buying it, it will be cheaper. Like tires and things. You think we can have tire factory here? We can have tire factory here. That is if the country says that, and they want to work towards that and say, look, we have come from processing, let's transition from processing to a lot of manufacturing finished products here that our users, that our people here will be able to use. But again, the question will be, they don't have a market. But whether you like it or not, you like it, you face tire here, there will always be market. We can export tires. Once you face a tire here, people will want your tire. You can export it. We're not going to use, like brand people, we can use tires. But the idea is maybe we will not have the money to buy the brand new tires. So other people will export it. And when we export it, it's a value to us. The idea, we are fixing it here. So that when we want to buy it here, the cost will be cheaper for us. And we're going to use new tires here too. But all the tires we use in this country, that's so rotten tire. They got to take the product from here, they carry it, they fix the tire, then they bring it. That's so rotten tire. They put the rotten tire there in container, they just bring it here. Then we use it. So rotting materials we are using here. The tires we are using, all those things, those are better. So all of those things, those are problems. And we just thought that people will understand that there's nothing new that the UP government have done in relation to that. Now, so let's get on to the insensitive nature of the Unity Party that they continue to exhibit on a daily basis. Today was just one of the days when we heard the announcement from the GSM companies. Joseph Boakai just constituted a committee to ask questions and say, look, tin prices are high. We want to know why it is high. Right? And where does price increment start? It starts from taxation. Price increment, it starts from taxation. The more the tax, the more burden the consumers will bear. So let's look at it. Maybe you may not understand. Let's tell the thing about tax. Let's put it in the context of the layman understanding. So if I used to take pineapple from Banga to Monrovia for each bag of pineapple for maybe $350, and the driver now decides that how you can understand tax, imposition of tax, and how consumers carry that burden. So if I wanted to bring my pineapple bag to town, then the driver told me that, oh, you're not paying $300 again on pineapple bag now. You will now be paying $500 or $450. The person who owns that pineapple bag will pay the $550. But the person will bring it to the consumers. The person who coming to buy that pineapple bag will have to also take the burden of the cost. That person, the how tax business works. That person, what they went through is the same thing you have to go through. So like that pineapple price will start going up. That's how it works. So that's why you see taxes going up and so forth. Right? So today, the government of Liberia, through the central bank, Joseph Boakai nephew, were able to tell the GSM companies. We saw original announcement, and it's right here. Let me just try to share with the guys so that they can see on the screen to know what's happening. You may take this lightly, but it's not. It's very, very serious. Yeah. So this is it. I don't know whether you guys are seeing it. Clara, okay, I think it's there. All right, yeah, we have it there. We have it right there, and I think you can see it clearly. So there's a notice that was sent by Orange Liberia. They say Orange Money Liberia implements 2% cash out fee in compliance with the Central Bank Directive. The Central Bank of Liberia Directive, 2% cash out. Any transaction that I'm doing, even if I went to a supermarket and I'm taking cash out of my phone, 2% applies to that. Whatever cash I'm taking from my phone, 2% applies to that. Even if I went to the orange booth or maybe the money changer there and tell them, say, oh, I want $3, please take $3, it will apply. The 2% applies. Any other transaction that will take place and the money is leaving from your phone, the one we call cash out, it is leaving from in your phone. Whether through electronic means, whether physical means, whatever it is, they said 2%. It's what you will pay it on it. I'm coming. You will get to understand some things, right? So they say Orange Money Liberia wishes to inform its valued customers and the public that in line with directive from the Central Bank of Liberia, a 2% cash out fee will be implemented on all Orange Money cash out transactions effective Friday, August 1, 2025, which is as of today's date. They said this policy, which applies to all mobile money operators across Liberia, is intended to standardize transaction charges within the sector. That means transaction charges. That means they standardize it 2% everywhere, whether MTM or whatever it is, 2% everywhere. Orange Money would like to remind its customers that other services such as bills, tax payments, sending and receiving money, and merchant payments and remains free, right? So Orange Money remains committed to what? Delivering affordable, safe, and fast financial services. Okay, let's leave that. I'm not going to promote them on that. Now, I'm not going to talk about how Orange is, whether they are fast or whatever it is. I don't owe them promotion or whatever it is to promote them. So let's get on to the action the government took, which is very essential. Yeah, which is very, 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 very essential. So let us do some calculations together, and tonight, Prince and that of Raw, we are looking at 2%. 2% cash out on those transactions. 2% cash out. So let's look at it. 2% cash out. Other transaction outside of tax or bills payments. Outside of that. That means any transaction I have to do with you directly or disposable income wise, right? It is that disposable income. What we call disposable income is the income that in your hand, the money that in your hand that you're able to spend as a person. The one we call disposable income, right? The disposable income, anything that's supposed to be disposable income that you yourself that have money to taking something from on. The one that you're supposed to use for yourself. Now, what they are taking it from. So disposable income, that's why it is. So let's understand 2% of maybe, I don't know what sort of transactions we have here, but let's look at 1,000 LD. 2%. 2% of 1,000 LD. Yeah, we are discussing tax now. Levy. E-levy. They call that one E-levy. 2% of disposable income. And because it's for you, it's coming from there. So it's cash out from you. It's going there. So let's just look at it that way. It's 2% of 1,000 is around what? Prince, I don't know what I'm not.
It should be about 20 because you said 2,000 or 1,000.
No, 2% of 1,000. Understand?
Yeah, 2%. Yeah, 2% of 1,000. You know, is that is it? It's about $20.
Okay, 2% of 1,000. So we are now going up, and you will now have that deducted from every transactions you have in relation to cash out. Very good. Cash out. That means disposable income. That's what they are trying to affect now. And that will be the case with you. So let us come now and take you back. Right here in Ghana, there was a similar thing that happened in Ghana. And one thing we saw was a united force. Both opposition and ruling or whatever, they got together. they fire back. We say Akufo time, they fire back. And there was a serious protest across Ghana for the e-levy tax. Important pressure, mounting pressure was mounted that why on harsh economic situations, the people lay money then they get, you are taking money for on it as a government. And that money is going to the government. It's coming from the hands of the people and going towards the government. So the arguments were the government is benefiting while these people suffer. Because if the money is in my hand, I can spend it, and then you are taking it from there. Then it's what it is, right? Good. So let me now play a Ghanaian parliamentarian, Sansan one who can think, who debated on the same issue in Ghana. Because you like Brempo, you will say now, you allow Joseph Boaga to do this thing to you people. This is what I will try to share with you. And guys, let us just get this guy and then hear from him. And so that we can have him clearly. Let's hear him out. Let's take our time to listen to him. There is a similar thing that happened, and that is how a parliamentarian, the Ghana parliament debated it. And that is what he said. They try to repeal that and say it will not hold. It can't hold for the sake of other reasons. But he was able to state it clearly. Let's listen to him. These are some people who can be talking.
I rise to support the passage of the bill repealing the electronic transfer levy. So, Speaker, the report says that if we pass the electronic transfer levy repeal bill, there will be more disposable income in the hands of individuals and households. Why is it so? Individuals and households would have lost the money by way of the deductions imposed by the tax. If we repeal the tax, and then the individuals are no longer going to be making those payments by way of the deductions, the money will remain in their hands. And that is the basis for the committee saying that there will be more disposable income in the hands of the individuals. It means the money will now be available to them to spend. That is what disposable income is. And Mr. Speaker, if you look at the fiscal impact analysis, which our standing order says we should consider during this stage of the debate, the committee says the committee was informed that the repeal of the levy will result in an estimated loss of 1.946 billion Ghana cedis for the 2025 fiscal year. What it means, Mr. Speaker, is that 1.946 billion, that is close to 2 billion Ghana cedis, would have been paid by Ghanaians to the government by way of the deductions based on the tax. But if we pass this bill, the deduction will no longer take place and government will lose close to 2 billion Ghana cedis. But the 2 billion Ghana cedis that government is going to lose will now come to Ghanaians. So in effect, individual Ghanaians who ordinarily would have lost 2 billion Ghana cedis will now retain their 2 billion Ghana cedis. And government that would have gained 2 billion Ghana cedis by way of deductions from Momo transfers, government will lose the 2 billion Ghana cedis. So this single legislative measure is going to pass on 2 billion Ghana cedis to Ghanaians. 2 billion Ghana cedis. 2 billion Ghana cedis. So this is a gift of 2 billion Ghana cedis being given back to Ghanaian citizens.
All right.
Expecting to gain. Now, gain in terms of what? Why are we gaining all of this? And these are some of the questions you want to ask. These levies were never there during weird time and developments were taking place. These extra charges were never there during weird time and developments were taking place. What is the urge for this? You want to ask yourself the question because sometimes you want to say, okay, yeah, we need to give the government a chance for the government to do some of these things because we are seeing development everywhere. How will the government do these developments and things when these things are happening? So when it's happening like that, it's affecting you, the ordinary people. The money is coming from your hands, going into them. They are facing fake hand pumps and so forth. And one thing I would like to tell you tonight, the worst of all is this government is collecting money from you, but at the same time, they are exploiting you on the larger scale. The classic example is the Liberia traffic management. They brought in a Liberia traffic management that will increase the payment, the levels on all of their services to your detriment. And you know what I discovered? It's very, very mind-blowing. Guys, you will be surprised. Do you know how much the Ministry of Transport generates every year? Just for the government of Liberia, Prince Sherry, we got to get into this and get it into sinking into the heads of our people. Just into the heads of our people. Let's get it clear. Every year, my research has shown that the government of Liberia, with the transport ministry operating, the vehicle license, driver license, all those things here and there, if the government is not raising money for a year, the bare minimum the government will get is 10 million per year. 10 million. That's what they contribute to the budget every year. 10 million. Calculate 10 million by 25 years. Because at 25 years, they get to traffic management. Calculate 10 million by 25 years. How much do you get there? 10 million times 25. How much are we talking about?
250 million.
10 million is what we are discussing.
Yeah, it will be 250 million.
10 million.
250 million.
Yeah, 250 million we're talking about. Yeah.
How much million the traffic management contract is for 25 years?
40 million.
40 million. Yeah. See the disparity right there. Your own government institution is raising 10 million per. So let's even bring it to even 5 million, the least, and say that 5 million they can collect every. So you get 125 million.
Yeah.
But over 25 years, you are giving it to a Lebanese man who is a politician in Lebanon, who is politically participating in politics in Lebanon, and is using our resources to strengthen his base in Lebanon, and then we are supposed to pay for that. Then it doesn't stop there. The traffic management for that 40 million, the traffic management, they are doing the 30-70. The traffic management team, they will get 70%, the government will get 30%. So you are not even getting 40 million. Who does that? Why we are citizens suffer for different men to enjoy? There's no basis. You go in America, you go in Europe, and so forth. These people are paying their taxes, but they are seeing the benefits of their taxes. The service deliveries. They see roads connectivities. They go in places. So when the government tell you, say, you got to pay your tax, that's why when you even call, you say, oh, yeah, my light off. There's that you will see them there the next day. Because you are calling them. Their taxes at work. There's no tax that placed on our brothers and sisters in the diaspora that they are not benefiting from. There's no basis for that. They tell you pay this, you will see. I went to America 2019. I'm still seeing people rehabilitating roads. I went in Phoenix, Arizona. I saw people rehabilitating. The people are in the streets. They are working in every corner. Here and there. Taxes at work. Here in Liberia. Why are you carrying out these things? To do what? George, we have brought 5 million here from UAE. Not for you to pay taxes. Sports park is built. Not from you. George, we didn't take anything from you people. He didn't take anything from you people. He didn't charge your whatever for PHP park to be built. He didn't charge your anything for investable park to be built. He did not take anything from you people to say, look, we need to pay people wise fees. So the taxes must come from you people. He didn't do that. He did not take a dime from you people to say, you know what? There has to be free university or free tuition at the University of Liberia. He did not take a dime from you people. All those monies are still here. While Bwaka and his government, they are increasing hardship on the people and doing nothing. Guys, are we really serious, or we are just operating on a strong curse? Then we are making people more. Oh, there's that here and there. We are look at that whole thing. You say no, this thing it can't take it further. We have Liberian people who can do it. Let them do it. In fact, it was in the wake of that we are saying, look, since we're giving it to our own Liberians, we'll reduce the prices of lesson plates. Travel lesson, keke routers, or whatever, it will reduce it. These people are suffering. And yet, we are still paying free tuition. Yet, we are still paying wise fee. Yet, we are building PHP park. Yet, we are building invisible park. Yet, we are building proper homes. Yet, we are... So, what, I want to ask this question. So, why these taxes? Why? You want to answer the question now. We did not add them and we saw development. The Unity Party cannot come an inch to. We did not tax it. He was still paying civil servants. So why taxed it? This is being heartless. That's why you see the Unity Party people. For them, I just look at them and tell them, say, look, these people, they are going to face God and God will send them to the devil and they are going straight in hell. They don't deserve to live. They are not humans. They are not humans. By the way, with God, all things are possible. These guys will now tell us it's good that Prince is here, Bro is here, and all of them here. They will tell about taxes, imposition of taxes, and how they battle their taxes in their Western country where development follow here. All those things that I think you guys can better expand on this heartless behavior that we are sensing from these people.
Yeah, thank you, Teacher Light. And I like the way you actually put it in the simplest form that Liberians will understand. On our own, as a government, we are raising about $10 million and contributing it to our own budget. But here is it today that a company is coming in and you're giving them that contract for 25 years. And these people will be giving you 30%, while they will be taking 70%. And the man who even they heard of the thing that another politician in another country that also he running a own political campaign in different country that he the one you're giving the contract to. But you know, a brother says something here, and I want to start on this. That is Joe Cooper in the comment section. Joe Cooper, I want to just start the discussion on the basis of his comment. This is what we call wickedness, Teacher Light. Where you have people like Mr. Bweka, like yesterday, a 99 years contract was signed with company like Firestone. That today we cannot even account for what Firestone, the impact that Firestone have made on our infrastructure development, etc., etc. It was just quite recently that the government was able to make noise behind them that they even make the place the people live in to be habitable. Firestone. We signed 99 years contract with these people. Mr. Bweka is wicked and heartless. This man knows very well that in the next 25 years, he will not be around. And at the end of the day, he has launched this particular devilish and evil conception just so as to affect us. So that we as a people can be affected. Because what is going to happen right now as we speak the next government president that's going to that's going to take over, he will be the one now trying to fight it, trying to maybe put it in the right context, and there will be all kind of propaganda and politics that will be played around it. This is what we call gross wickedness. Not only gross wickedness, but this is just to tell Liberians that Mr. Brecker is a contradiction to what he told us during the elections. This man said that Liberians must be given the opportunity. He always go by this particular, how you call, chicanery or the cliche of love Liberia, think Liberia, and build Liberia. So what kind of material that the LTM get that we as a government cannot buy and use it to be able to raise more taxes? What kind of thing they get? Or that to test emission tests that we cannot afford as a government to purchase it, to go purchase this machine that we can use for emission that will be able to save us money? Let's even forget about the government. Are there not other Liberians who you can empower to be able to bring these things, and they will benefit and the money will remain in Liberia? What kind of wickedness is this? What kind of wickedness is this? Is this what Liberian we voted for? Look, taxes are directly proportional to development. What we see in this particular country here, Brother AB, we are paying taxes and we are excited because the development match with some of the taxes that we are paying. You talk about the building of roads. When you go on the road today, in fact, some areas they have put toll booth there. As we pass through, we pay. And the reason why we happily pay is because this road connectivity help us with our traveling, to make our traveling very conducive and short.
You're right.
It help to save our car. So the money we're supposed to spend on our car, for example, a bad road there where the shock absorber will be spoiling. Every month we got to go to how you call a mechanic shop. At the end of the day, the road is very good that we are not even going to. I can use my car for the next 25 years because of the road. So at the end of the day, the taxes that I am paying, the taxes that I am paying, at the end of the day, I am excited because it's saving me a lot. It is saving me a lot. I don't have to spend much money on the repairs of car tire, bus, the shock absorber and not working. The other one, the doors enter here, the doors enter there. So I am excited if I pay that particular money. So when the road is built and I'm paying these taxes, that's good. For example, let's look at the presence of police in our community. If I am paying these taxes, I am seeing the presence of police. If I call 911, the response time is even less than 5 minutes. They will come to my aid. They will come to my rescue. I am seeing different things being built. I am seeing government services being improved. I am seeing that at the end of the day, the money that I pay, those money I use to be able to give other companies subsidy to bring jobs in my area. So I have job. I can do 2-3 different jobs at the in the same time based on my time, how I arrange my time, and I'm good. So even if they are taxing me, I will not be able to feel it because at least I have job. Through government initiative, through government promoting how you call other companies, I have job. I can be able to do it. But let's look in Liberia. Are these things happening? The first thing is that you are denying and taking jobs from Liberians. But then you are brave enough to increase taxes on them. Look, Mr. Boyka and his cronies should be very careful. We saw this in Kenya. The people of Kenya, they got angry because government leveraged enough good, plenty tax on them, and the money that's supposed to be used to at least be able to ease the burden on the ordinary people. Then they were taking the money, giving politicians a high salary, and that's what Mr. Boyka is doing. All of this money that you see, the taxes that Mr. Boyka is increasing on the heads of the Liberian people, is not for developmental purposes. No. It is because they get few people that they want to get plenty of money to. That's what they want to do. It's because Mr. Boyka has his cronies, his crooks, his gangster, his criminals around him, that he believed that, look, the people there, they're supposed to benefit. I will not be here for too long. So what we do, the poor people who already take job from, imagine you taking 700 persons from our Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs. 700 persons, you take them from there, you say they must soon be there, they must go on, they go sit down. They're sitting down, they're not working. You're creating no job, but you are increasing taxes on them. You know what it means? Like the example you are giving, 100 of even 1,000 of even 10%, we are talking about $200 that person will be paying. $200 you will be taking from these people. From these people. At the end of the day, what are the jobs that our people have? Because when the people get jobs, even if you carry the taxes up, they will complain, oh, they will talk, oh, but at the end of the day, they will afford it. Like take for an example, right now in the States here, the bread that we used to buy somewhere around 65 cents, it gone up to $1. Even though we complain, we cry, but at the end of the day, at least we get job that we can take money from on to buy these things.
To buy these things. Yeah.
So we may not be able to feel it as compared to what is happening in Liberia. In fact, government is even clamping down on people to not even create jobs, because somebody who is driving keke is creating some kind of job for another person, because the place he will go park a keke, somebody will be there as security that they will pay to. The man who are riding motorbike on the street, he is also indirectly or directly creating job for another person. They play all the motorbike men can go park their motorbike, they get security then there, where under the mall they will be able to pay them. They too they will get money. But you are denying these people and taking them from on the street, and there is no dividends that we are seeing of the taxes we pay, but yet you are increasing taxes. And people like Samora, the last time Samora appeared to the house, Joseph Newman Boyka nephew appeared to the house. This particular man is taking 7,800. They call it how you call the thing? They say compensation. I know some kind of compensation he's taking, with the exception of his tax of his salary. This man is taking who $5,000 every month for housing allowances. This is what they are taking home. While the poor people are being denied of job, they are being denied of development, they're being denied of opportunities. This is evil to the core. This is evil to the core. And this is just to tell you how wicked Mr. Bueka is. If we are not careful and don't stand against this particular evil and diabolic act, Mr. Bueka will leave us into a serious mess. It's like a father who know that he all the way to Hallelujah Square and he decide to cause trouble. Because you know that when he cause trouble, as soon as the people come, they holler, you will be gone. You know, you will be to Hallelujah, you will be to whatever heaven gate or whatever gate you will be to. And no Bueka will be to hell gate, because he say he's dancing with the devil. Nowhere in the Bible or in the Quran we read that people who dancing with the devil were in heaven. So he just want to leave the trouble on our head now and then go. But this is diabolic, this is demonic, and Liberians, we must resist it with every fabric of our veins and our, blood that is within us. Thank you, Teacher Lara. I want to pause here as I gave my brother the opportunity.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, thank you, Teacher Lai. First of all, that was a 2 point that you stressed that's very important. Is the taxes from the Orange Mobile Money Store and then the executive order. Now, taxes in that sense that 11, Teacher Lai, I want to be practical. Taxes is almost like investment, and you want to get your investment.
Okay.
You don't levy taxes on people that you never invested in, or you not invest in the country. Like take, for example, if you don't invest in your children's future, you don't send them to school, you never build a house for them to live in, at least to grow up very well. When you are old, you not expect them to give you money because they are not educated.
You're right.
Okay. Similarly, the taxes is almost like getting profit. If you do not invest into a business, you can't get profit from the business. Now, the government levying taxes in that way, cutting 10, 20%, 2% on people who are going to take their raw cash, and then you cut $20 from under 1,000, for example. Other people may overlook it, but it is very, very important. That money is very, very important. Now, you don't levy taxes on people. The best way, if the government want money, that taxes should be levied against them. They are making 10,000. Let them cut it into half.
You're right.
And save that money to carry on development. The Boaka bought a car that worth 1.2 million. He should stop riding car that worth 1.2 million and come back to his scenario of rebar, meaning ride a cheaper car. And that money could go into other investment or invest. There is no country that you don't have the infrastructure in place. First of all, taxes are levied based on people who are working. How many people in Liberia are working for you to give them, for you to come and tell them to be their little money they're saving for you to cut it. So
Yeah.
if the government mean well, they need to cut down their salaries and benefits. Those people that are making lucrative amount of money, that's the first step they should take. So I believe they are not innovative enough to generate income, and so they want to put the burden on the poor people. And you cannot put the burden on the poor people. We in the West, they cut taxes from us. It's because we work in thousands. In fact, yeah, that's the amount of money when you're making, they don't cut taxes from you. Because
Okay.
it meet with that level. But if you meet a certain level, they cut those taxes from you because they know that you are above the ratio, because there's a legal ratio that you must reach. So you can't come and be cutting taxes. Somebody going to collect a little money that they save. Right now, what they're trying to do now, they're trying to discourage people from even keeping money in the people there, mobile money stuff and what have you, because every time the man going to cut, you will cut some amount of money from there, which is wrong. Now, I saw them talking about the executive order that early, even past president, we have passed, and even today, Waka passing that executive order. It won't work. It's not practical. It won't work. It's not practical. First of all, if you say people should manufacture rubber and the rubber that they put, you should start manufacturing in the country. Industries that are built, they are not built overnight. If you want company to come here now to start fixing slippers or to start producing tire, do you know how long it takes for you to build that industry? It will take you 5 years before the people put all the things in place. Some will take you 3 years. So what are you saying? So in real life, one thing that the people should do, you see, teacher, like our country, we confused that we don't know where we're heading. President Waka then should be negotiating based on the education they say they have. You bring in companies, or you encourage Firestone, or you bring in companies that those factories are built. When those factories are built and you have them here, then you can come up with all kind of law. And we should stop celebrating executive order on that. These kind of things supposed to be legislated for it to be a law for people to produce these things. But before you do it, the factory must be built. There will be companies that come in to say, oh, for us, our purpose of coming in the country is we'll be producing tires. So you leave that company, when they finish building their infrastructure, then you can come up with a law that will make that company to boom. But right now you say, okay, you pass the executive order, whole team will be, okay, where the company that will able to produce those things here now? In
the same unfinished products they're taking from here. Nothing changes.
So sometimes people should look at the logic. You don't just come and do things. Maybe I may be ignorant to certain things that's going on, but in my mind, real life, what they are doing there, I see the sense in it. In fact, I want to make Ellen Johnson said the executive order didn't work because it wasn't practical. Similarly with President, we are executive order didn't work because it wasn't
practical. Yeah.
Okay, so even Waka is another fiasco just to cajole the Liberian people because it is not practical. Before you pass executive order like that or such a law, you must have the backing. How will you say, oh, in my house here, and nobody must bring any food from us for us to eat, or in my house there, nobody must take food from here to carry out? Are you producing food? Do you have the pack? Do you have everything in place in your house for those things to be produced? No. You will still depend on external forces. So when you do, you put the mechanism in place before you do that. So the taxes that the people putting on the Liberian put on that mobile money or what has been stopped is evil. It's not. It's out of order. When the government want to do such a thing, they should cut it from their lucrative salary to help with the infrastructure. But you cannot leave you're making 10,000, you leave it and you come into the poor people. Some kind of sketch I have seen where the man get an elephant, he get a red deer, he get everything, but he coming down to take the grass apple from the ordinary man where dry, he don't even get food to eat. So that the scenario they apply, because you get a lucrative salary, you live in yours, you're not cutting yours, but you come away to the poor man, you can't cut small money for them. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's very, very unfair. But I mean, many Liberians won't look at that.
That executive order government.
Yes, they won't look at that. And all of the executive order is fiasco. So, teacher, like for me, some of these things, sometimes when I look at it a lot, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. In my mind, it doesn't make sense. Maybe we are not educated to certain things, or we may not be. We have no place to certain things in the government cycle.
Stressing further on the executive order, normally Normally for that is a total fiasco. Now,
Yeah.
We always see these things happening. They want to divert people's attention from the real impact, negative impact that they are having on the people, knowing that these levies will be issued in the bring executive order to distract people, to think that it can make a sense. That's a diversionary tactics. That's what we call red herring. Now,
Definitely.
you can't get that done because the fact of the matter is, you can't have. I was listening today. Normally I don't follow this guy, and he's the guy who's in their camp, right? And they water spoon guy, they witchcraft, and he's in their camp, and he's coming from under the water and saying a lot of things. And Prince Sherry was just saying something. The intent of levying these taxes on these people. The central bank governor who has built his house and lived in it over the years, he is receiving pretty close to 20,000 every year for that house to be paid for. You have the RAA boss. I know for sure that most of these government officials, even Bwaga Jaliba, live in guest house. I mean, most of them, they are living in guest houses and paying for it at the expense of the Liberian people. Now, so when Waterspoon was saying this today, I just want to share with you guys so that you can hear that most of these things we are talking, not only from us, but their own people who really, really were with them and are with them and understand them and knowing exactly what's happening. They are sharing the same story. And these people are always saying these things. That's why we don't have our head on them. Now listen to him. He has a story to tell. We don't follow them. We are not into their chaos, but he knows everything about
to RAA. The man using his own car that he get, that he renting it. And the man taking 1,000 and change to pay for his own car. He renting it to the my people. The man renting his own car. But you can't blame the man. The central bank governor paid for his own house that he already paid, said 20 years ago. He got his 60,000 from A. Is this the government we came to rescue? Is this the government that more Ali champion? Is this the government that people were under the rain and the poo-poo water? How soon we came to this? How soon we have destroyed a good government, a good rescue mission? How soon? Everywhere got problem. The people found some company from Turkey. Segu Jugle found them to can't take care of the pool of Bikana. Why Segu Jugle sitting there? Mandela Cooper went to Guinea. She go for her own company to bring them. This is the other one. Also representing the MCS and NAFA. All of them called imperial powdering. All of them. Double dipping. That you said, you guys saying that, I mean. Nowhere to run. Everybody hustling. Nowhere to hide. The government is jobo. The Liberian people are suffering. They can pretend that it's good, it's no better. The situation in the country is worse. When will President Bwaka wake up? When will President Bwaka start putting band-aid on wound and solve the problem and go into that wound and debride the wound and use surgical precision and do good treatment? When? I suspend you go say that, I suspend you will pay. I suspend you will pay. Let's wait for MC, let's wait for LACC information before I take action. Are you kidding me? Let's check those out with the president. Let's see the corrupting they have involved in. I will start calling their name.
All right.
Because I have dossier of information on them.
I trust you.
Samuel Kofi Woods. Monica Kamar. Mandela Cooper. Colonel Crab. Let's call their name. Louis Stamba. Uncle Sir Johnny.
Wow. Great man.
I will call their name. Information and enrichment that they have built a cycle. We pray that how you call him Sylvester Grace as well. He's in, thank God he's in Texas, he rested small. Everybody have built their own way. Our country is no more on autopilot, it's on free fall. It's on free fall. And if the president continue to sleep on the country, if the president continue to waste time and think that man is going to fall from heaven to transform our country, tell me, I'm telling you, we have no country. The people trusted Joseph Imabwaka. How can Edward Kofa get a job, a special envoy, and nobody know who I am? How can you hold a diplomatic passport and we're begging Donald Trump and say, don't give up visa restriction, Donald Trump? You know how many people out there get visa, get diplomatic passport on the water? You know? Have you asked Gregory Coleman, how much is the budget of this fire investigation? Oh, it's gonna hit you. It's gonna hit you hard. I got the information. Have you asked Gregory Coleman and Oswald Twain, the Justice Minister, how much the government have put in money-wise? They bought up with money. $10,000 free. It's gonna Kofa. Kofa took 2,000 and gave it to John Yanti family. They negotiating. Don't ask for 50,000. Ask for 100,000. No, don't ask for 100. Ask for money. Have you asked?
All right. So, guys, I think there you have it. You know, some of these things we say we want to use their own mouth to tell their story.
Sure. And you are right, teacher Light. This is what we are now seeing. And it is good because we have this common adage that when the crawfish come from under the water and tell you that the fish get malaria, who are you to question that? Because these are people that are there. But the thing is, Brother Abi, we knew this from the very beginning. Yes. And we told the Liberia people from the beginning. For them, they just getting to know. For people like our brother Stanton, you know, a criminal, just getting to know. Brecker changed his profile on him. At the time when Brecker could not afford, he presented himself as the most humble man. Oh yeah, dependable nephew, that me, yeah, calling you. Oh yeah, how you coming on? He will call 20 times a day because he wanted to get something. But now he is showing his true color. And back to the issue of the taxes. You see, one thing here, especially in the Western world, when we pay these taxes, we're seeing it reflecting, for example, on the education sector, we're seeing it reflecting on the hospital, and etc., etc. But not in Liberia, especially under this government. These people prefer to give tax break to this multi-billion-dollar company. But then we that ain't even get job, that we the one you imposing tax on heavily like this. But brother, what kind of wickedness is this? Can somebody process this and tell me? The people who not get job, the majority of us live in abject unemployment. We not get job. But these companies, this multi-billion-dollar company, you will give them 10 years tax break. You gave some of them 5 years tax break. And at the end of the day, they are not even working to ensure that, okay, the tax break what we gave you will employ more of your people. They're not employing them. When you go there, they're taking their people from abroad. Look at the last time. There's 10,000 work permit that was given from the Ministry of Labor. How many Liberians job were taken from? Can you imagine that? Is it Liberian can be cook? Liberian cannot be gas station attendants. They can do warehouse supervising and etc. etc. But you're taking job from these people. The people already don't have job, but you are imposing taxes on them. But the people who are supposed to pay tax to be able to ease the burden on the ordinary people, you get a hell of a tax break. You say, you go ahead, you'll get 10-year tax break, you'll get 5-year tax break. What kind of, how you call, highest level of stupidity is this by this government? How? Even if you are reducing or you're giving these people tax break and they are employing our people, we will still see the dividends of it. Because take for an example, if you say, okay, yeah, we'll give you 5-year tax break and these people increase, let's say their working force from 100 to at least 500, we will still get the dividends of it. If you are giving these people tax break and the taxes, or you are imposing the taxes, and we're seeing, for example, JFK, our mothers can go there, pregnant women, and take free treatment, then we know we are getting somewhere. If you are increasing these taxes, and we are seeing it, for example, on our schools going kids, you have after school program for them run by government where they can go and learn maybe, for example, computer, or they can learn, let's say, skills. carpentry, mechanic, etc., etc., then we know we are going somewhere. But nothing as such has been done. But you are increasing taxes on the ordinary people. Is this not wickedness? Is this not the highest level of wickedness? This is what we call gross wickedness. And look, Liberian, we will resist this because it is not in our interest. It is not in our interest. This is in the interest of the very minority who works in the government. This is in the interest of somebody like the police director, Gregory Como, who is now doing 3 different jobs in Liberia. Gregory Como, a police director, the man that how you call a ministry of transport director, the man turn around again, he concession boss. One man 3 position. That he the one can go look for concession. That he the concession boss in Liberia. That he the police director. That he the one when you go to the Ministry of Transport. That he the one can start. What kind of nonsense? But when we put our say, God, what will do to you, God? How you can punish country like this, but we disobey God? Then we want to see doing more than they do. That how God you can punish people. God forgive us. So it's how you can punish country. Look at the do for ourselves in your own country where you get house, then you pay every year. They give you 60,000 to pay house. You know what that 60,000 can do for example, the University of Liberia. One man, some money you getting $60,000 for a house every month, every year. Sorry, every month you getting $5,000. But yet you are depriving the ordinary people, the old man who's sweeping on the street and taking $80 home every month. You say they must soon get a job. God, if there's something where we do to you, we pray. President, we are please forgive us. Call your God in heaven. Let your God forgive us. Because they want it too much now. To the extent that Brecker himself cannot countenance it. The man, even on Tony says that what Tony said that the man get a bad news. We've been talking it from the day one. We say the country here, the people suffering. They say no. When we talk it, they can insult or no, they're suffering. Everybody enjoying. But Joseph Newman Brecker himself, based on the embarrassment and the la, they could no longer lie. He said that on his own podium. He said, my people, the ordinary people can't afford again. Gas price is going up, bread price is going up. So you see the contradiction, but Eddie, if the prices of things are going up and no job, then you carry taxes again up. Amen. If they say somebody says stupid, that they sorry for the language, but even if they say you're not you're not correct, that how you can behave. They're competent, you say you're competent, the education where you say you get that how people can behave, educated people, that how they can behave. You get the people job. You yourself, president, you take it from your own money. Say the people suffering. They can't afford to buy gas. They can't afford transportation. They can't afford to buy rest. They can't afford this. But yet you are increasing taxes. Then what kind of logic is this? Let somebody come and explain to us what kind of logic is this? What kind of logic is this? But this is where we find ourselves, fellow Liberians. And that's why we will not rest. We will continue to talk. Because we are dealing with a man who is dancing with the devil and all he wants to please is himself. There's a man who bidding $10 million property in Foya. The entire government now has been loafer laws, has been breaker laws. Can you imagine? The entire government. We have everywhere you go, La Lofien. Everywhere you go, La Lofien. And in fact, the Lofien that we are talking about, because in Lofa there are so many tribes. We got the Bandi, we got the Mende, we got the Kisi, we got the Loma, we got different tribes. But it's just taken over by a specific group of people who are just close to Brecker. Look at this government, where we are going, my people. This is terrible. Why we fought war in the country, we need to understand. The reason why we fought war and some of the excuses that were given was that the government was just one set of people. That why we went to war for against the late President Samuel Kanyado. We said we're fighting though. Mother Ellen Johnson said, and Joseph Newman Brecker, the organ now Lofa defense for. They say we're fighting though. We're moving from there because the government has also crown people in the government. If you tell right, that's also crown people. According to that what they justifiably said to us, and they care about 250,000+ people. But today, where are we? Is it now West? The whole government have been Lofa laws. No, I'm from Lofa and Grand Cape County. My name is Prince Sharif, and I'm proud, born in Mosorado County. But this is not what we fought for. This is not what these people died for. The same old thing that we saw happening yesterday, for which the country was plunged into chaos, that's what we're seeing. What kind of nonsense is this? You allow 80-year-old men to hold 5.2 million people in hostage, my people. Then we sitting down there, we think all is well. No, the medicine where Joseph Newman Brecker play is sport. Now we the one on the particular King FM, we the one who sport that medicine. That medicine sport. It's sport.
Okay.
Bro, it's sport.
I know, right? You farmer, man, when you talking, get me.
Very on fire.
But anyway, Sherry, you have spoken well. What we need to do, as I will always say, is that to govern country like Liberia, you have to be practical. There are certain policies you will come up with. I think many of the Liberian leaders, they are not practical. I think one of the practical leader that we saw was President Weah. What helped President Weah 6 years was his practical leadership.
Yeah.
When he sees something, he go for it and do it. Everything you see Bogaden doing is not practical. Because it's not practical. Those things are not those things that it's just like you acting like you working, but in real life you delay the people's life. You putting them behind because like you talking about you who came to rescue people, but you rescuing yourself. How will you come to rescue people and giving those people high taxes? And you who came now as the rescuer, you consuming everything like you came to rescue yourself. You get what? They tax it from you people who making all the money. Why must one person who build their house still be getting 60,000 annually for that same house? And you think that is normal. And you turn around, you say, oh, you passed executive order. You should have learned from your predecessors. They passed the same executive order 3 times. 2 on Ellen, 1 on Weah. It never came to fruition because it is not practical. So you got to do things differently. So, and Teacher Light, for me, I knew that the President Bwaka and his conic were not going to do anything better for the Liberian people. It's so good that they came to power for people to learn. And the Liberian people are learning the hard way. So I think we can stop this far and let hear from our people on the land because it's very, very important.
Definitely. So just add this in, right, while we get ready to take call. When President Weah passed this executive order, he made us to understand that he want to, kind of like to ensure that we have a domestic industrialization. That's what we're working towards. It was not really perfect, but domestic, industrialization, where people will start to produce. These same very people, they condemn President Weah. They say, oh, we not agree. They will not agree. That some of their agenda the wrong way in the village and say President Weah coming spoil the whole country here. Today now that they see agenda, they see executive order the passing. They just change the number because President Weah owned our 124. He owned that 151. Is that the same thing? The same way they talk about harmonization. So harmonization, President, we are the people today now. They're not even here to cancel harmonization. They are even appreciating harmonization. You see, the people how they are very unserious.
They are deceptive. They
very deceptive.
Okay. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Prince Sherry William, bro. We're right here. And the rest of you will join us in as well. But of course, let's go to the lines now and start interacting with you. Our callers who are right here tonight on this dial. We are having a great moment here. Your taxes are going up. Development is nowhere to be seen. While the government officials continue to be a huge burden on you, and that's life for you. JMB and his team, the rescue mission is on. Hello, how you doing?
Good evening, Brother Eddie.
Yeah, let's hear from you, Papa.
I'm Oscar, that is calling from Gunpass Neighbor Campus.
Oscar, let's hear from you, my brother.
There go, it be yourself all. It's very surprising for the president when President Weah was in power. They used to say everything was the Eastern issue. For President Bwaka, he said that everything here to have 56% employed in his government, 4 ministers and almost 51 directors. All the local positions that in this country is in Lofa. Not even all of Lofa. In Foya and Kolahu. It's a deceptive leadership. So we want to call upon all of our brothers and sisters who are seditious. Let us see reason. Look at what they're doing to Ministry of Transport. How can you look at Liberia? What is one of the poorest country in the country, in East Africa, taking that the daily bread for the citizen and giving to the Lebanese men? What would you benefit from out of it? It's very disaster. So we want to call upon our brother. Joseph Baka is a man who can get election. The only thing I make the election is a protest. So we call upon state leadership, stay in leadership. Let try to organize because the fight project are happening. It was organized by the ring step. The 14 when the 14 day expire when the 14 day expire and the president bargain election. Let he organize another protest and let it be a presentation in all of this country. We'll make sure we'll organize people. We'll all get on the street that day because we are living in a dark war. We are living in a dark war because President Bush said it for the United States that he got this for the devil. So the devil is in your pocket, it's in your hand, and he's everywhere in your house, and he's dancing with the devil. You don't have time for with the Liberians. Thank you.
All right. This is it right here on this dial. Let me get on to the next caller here, female line. Hello, how you doing?
Me?
Yep.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah,
thank you for our brother for the Joshua, for Sherry, and Bob. Thank you very much. As a brother, driving around and say, we have to last time when the speed, our leader say only get it for 14 days. And the 14 days are fast. When I hear from you, and when I talk about the broadcast, we're not getting the street to rescue them. Well, we did not know we'll get together. Well, we'll get up and get the speed to rescue our brothers. Because Broadcast can rescue the Black people, but he can rescue the Black people. We don't let to rescue them. They are people suffering. I will say this suffering. So they will get on the street to record to show up to rescue them because they try to manage it's not your utmost interest. You see, President William, that we see President William to go lobby and plan and do the development. She just say your taxes, so your thing that is in the goals. So what I still continue. All I want but we are not pressing people. Very much in the money for them. So the fact that that any time you're paying or paying to the fact so they said no, we let it. But you have president, we are telling the person to buy enough to broadcast. You get the broadcast and see the shopping the going to. So we take our brother and sister there. Then we get also the get the speed because whoever come on criminal never take from America. When we stand on here before they say the end, our brother and sister there that are working down there with suffer. When we get the sick for them, why we can't and so for all, we start something and say, by the time we all come to rescue us. So then we cannot rescue our brother. I beg you.
All right. Thank you, Mami. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, thank you. Hello, how you doing?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm going to try a different way to do. EDP man from
EDP, let's hear from you.
And let me say welcome to William Bro and the rest of the crew and my other brother. Look, you see, it bothered me that people that have experience, people that have say during the election, people are saying that Joseph Baker have 40-year experience. So my question to Joseph Baker, why is the 40-year experience? Why is the 40-year experience? If you can say in the country, you are Grefo Como go sit down. Who's standing on the lesson play? Is that Grefo Como? You are Grefo Como, you go and sit down your clique. To eat a people money, to steal a people money. If you can say in the country, how will you go look at the whole company? Look at the analysis that evidence that here is. It's so simple. You understand it? So who will be lost in the whole thing? That's why they get to APL terminal. Today, we accept it for APL terminal. That is the thing they want to bring. What will you come up to say? Then you say you want to rescue our people. Today, our people in actual property. Today, our people go on the street. They back up today, you see how our people in tears. It's wrong. And I'm always telling the people, they get to that 6 years and 100 years. You see, if I tell you, I hate the president, any other president in the world, you will not believe it. You will, anything you get, do. You will always reject that me. Anybody tell you, say, oh, Joe get experience. You will never vote for that type of Joe again. They Joe that get LeBron. He's very, very wicked. He's heartless. Wicked he will be. What is so wicked for Joe? What you think you're putting away for? You think they're putting for your mother, pa? Stop that thing, Joe. It's wrong. Thank you, man. Thanks, my brother, for your contribution.
Thank you. Let me get on to this one.
You,
all right.
You go look at the table, all paper, they rubber paper today. Look at how you join the people that Bible resources. We take them at your property.
All right. Anything. Thank you. And how are you doing? Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, hello. Let's hear from you, please. Your name?
Elizabeth Collins on my duty.
Yeah, let's hear from you, Mama.
People are just here on the phone to read down your for all.
Oh?
Yeah, we the single mother them and people. First Coco, we start serving far garage of people we go school with. They're not there, they're not easy. They sit on the team, what they put, what they control my people. That's how to take, let's how to take a dinner for all the country. It's not easy. It's not easy, my people. It's not easy all over in the country. We didn't money, my people, now parking or until they came into for us. So let's go our
How you say that? I'll pack it or they came into. No, I trust what you say, mommy. Yeah, certainly I trust that. You're right. You're right. You're right. Okay, mama. Yeah, and El, what are you doing? Yeah, let's hear from you.
Yeah, we are the citizen and we read it, but the thing we talk about the 14th day, we stay waiting. And it's same just because we are sorry.
Okay.
But we waiting for the 14th day, ultimately has already passed. Because we not put pressure, we put a total. We not put fire on the total, it didn't work.
All right. So your team is having a thank you on Monday. And from there, then we announce the next course of action. Yeah, how are you doing? Yeah, boss. Let's hear from your name, please.
This is Pierre Junior brother, Idrissa. Idrissa Somba.
Somba, let's hear from you, boss, man.
Yes, Sergeant AB. Oh, Sergeant. Prince Sheriff, let me say hi to the CM brother. A revolutionary salutation to you, great man. You made my night, young brother. And let me say hi to the veteran, William Pro. Sergeant AB, we told Liberian that this old man is the oldest BM in Africa, Bwakai. Bwakai, the man is cooking to the extent that our country, people, some weak-headed element has been carried away by the old man rhetoric. We told Liberians something I can see set in my spirit, Sergeant AB. The tears can roll down that why our people should be carried away by the Bwakai rhetoric. Bwakai fool our people. But God there, Sergeant AB, God there. One day the old man will confess. That man is the devil. The man is a living devil, Bwakai.
Okay.
Bwakai is the living devil, Sergeant AB. Right. I cry in my heart, let me stop our country, AB. Let that transfer ministry. Can he take our own job? He got one restless Gregory Como who found always cowardly on platform. The man can even propose well. The guy was putting tattoo in Minnesota. The record are there. The record of putting tattoo in Minnesota. Because they one rebel SOT killer, he got main police director who has zero education. Look at this kind of street guy, AB. Why our country? Let God forgive us. Inshallah, God forgive our country. The devil putting power like what may we suffer a day. Oh God there. AB, thank you. I cry, AB.
I know you cry.
Our country, I love my country. To see Bwakai is a new Karajo. So go take over my country, AB. I feel sad in my spirit, AB.
I know.
Look at me, John, man, we are.
Keep talking.
I was so much character, AB. We are so, it's a light for our nation. It's Africa at large. You can look at Bwakai, who cannot even afford a transfer to wear. You can look at Bwakai from Mo Ali, who is a portion Kiko, who got zero. He didn't get room for himself before. Look at Mo Ali, Amos 20. That was dragging around, more dragging with one battle face. Today in MP. Look at they put land away to power. They fool our Liberian people, AP. Let me say this to our people. For me, I'm a Godson. Like I love you, Abraham Godson. Godson, I need to tell the Liberian people that Bwakai is the lazy devil. He's a walking contradiction. The man is the devil. Bwakai is the devil. I told you people, but God there will put the Almighty Allah to get rid of the old man. He will go on his belly to confess to the Liberian people. AB, let me not take all of the time. Thank you ever so much, here, brother. I'll always
just stop crying. God is there. Stop crying.
I'll always say, yeah, AB, I'll not forget about you, Virginia.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, no problem. It is there. God is there. Don't worry. Let me speak with Man CC quickly, then I will just squeeze in Avin. We said, then we'll close. Hello, how are you doing? Man CC. Hello? our tissue slips off. Let me get to I mean, let's hear from you quickly.
Yeah, man, dear brother, thank you ever so much for the opportunity. Let me say this to the rest of the panelists and our people listening. You see, most of the callers and our people, we have to understand that history does not liberate people who refuse to liberate themselves. But in no way that you call people to come free you from poverty, injustices, and to unshackle you from the bondage of baganomics. You have to take on your own destiny. So that mindset about looking for a Messiah, looking for heroes, you are your own heroes.
Right.
Because you are the direct recipients of the harsh aid. You sit down and the people throw you out on the streets. You don't have access to motorbikes. School fees are high, teen passes are high. You are the direct victims.
You're right.
So you need to rise to the occasion and start looking for heroes. Having wizard is just one. AB is just one.
Right.
For you in the communities, in the districts, in the counties, in the diaspora, you can say, we are coming out today and tomorrow the country will be shut down. The dictator will learn his lesson because the empire is running around. He is naked. He has surrendered to the economy. What needs to be done is mass actions and mobilization to create a new dime in the Daburan Bali politics.
Right.
Yesterday, Parker ran to the church. Let me say what me say did. There's a maxim in revolutionary science. God always like to reference revolutionary science. It was there's a theory. There was a theological movement in the early Catholic history called the liberation theology. God.
Hey, Ivan. And Ivan, wow, slip off. Sorry about that, my brother. Yeah, I know the line. Yeah, so forth. Yeah, I think I had the error on it. But we'll get to you. Let me see whether we can get onto this one just briefly. Shut out in and then I close up. And I will. And the line went off. Sorry. Ella, what are you doing, Ella? Yeah, let's hear from you quickly. I will pick up a 3. Pause, then we'll close.
Hello?
Yeah, hello, let's hear from you.
Yeah, my name is Mommy A. Fovana, and I do join from Cowell, New Jersey. So, Uncle AB, you are saying, you know, one thing I want to tell patriotic Liberian, I don't want for us to be talking too much. Seriously, I don't want action to be taken towards the government. Seriously, I'm telling you, because we'll be talking, I think we'll not help with the Liberian. Seriously, I'm telling you, if Gregor come and listen to my voice tonight, or whosoever connected to Gregor that listen to my voice, I want you to please tell a young man that the position that he brought away today, somebody was there before him. Somebody was there. And now he was the first person to become police director. Life is all about time, and the way you will do things, I will follow after you. And Gregor, I will tell you, you know how if nobody in this country, now your mind, your power get in the country here. Now your mind, your power. But I'll bring with the Liberian people because we taught me, the hierarchy, I spoke to my wife, if I'll get forward. Then tell the girl, that man will lay down on the ground. Yeah, I'm a motorcycle, I'm riding back. They are suffering. Yeah. But man, you can't tell all. We hear who say country here to say we slave. Here to say we slave. Criminal that you pay yourself for America, you asking to say like that for you. Oh, man, I want to talk to you just for being someone who can want you with all the people so that it will enter in that blood.
No,
but we just do it because of you people.
You're right. Just come down on it. We'll get them, my brother. Thank you. Yeah, and you know, me I know y'all can want cause great bad way and really good, but and I can't tell you to do that one here now. Because when you're causing and say hey big, hey mob wah or whatever, all the kind of thing, I want for you to tell that one. Yeah, I don't want for you to cause some cause then that it's not good. Yeah, you don't be causing people. So it people there, you really put it very funny. Hello,
Good evening, Eddie. This is James calling from Slipway.
Yeah, James, let's hear from you, please.
So, Eddie, the only problem, the only means of us solving the transport problem is that the Liberians that are in the states, at least let it put together, let 3 or 4 persons put together and come and meet Bwaka and tell him that this contract is not good for this country. Because sitting on radio talking, will not solve the problem.
America and Kenya to come tell Bwaka?
Huh? But if not, then yeah, because
excuse me. You say the people should leave from America. Who then should leave from America and can't tell Bwaka? Who then?
I need Liberians now are really against this thing. Because if Bwaka don't want to listen,
so that wouldn't American people Bwaka can listen to?
I'm not trying to say American, man. I'm talking about American. It's left with me. America must lead the country.
No, but you say who they want to leave from America and can't talk about
the Liberians that are in America talking against this contract. At least that if they can come here and meet Bwaka 1-to-1. If not, when people get on the street, you're not more than Jote. You're not more than Jote. Jote, maybe I'll stop there.
I know, I trust you guys. And I tell Gregory myself, I can be telling some of the things by the radio, but he don't want to listen. The brother left money business too much. And the principal, the man doing 3 different jobs. The man a concessioner, he can go over contract, over concession brigade. At the transport ministry, he's signing there. As director, then he put the RGA. Or they say even fire service spokesman. Oh, there are 4 jobs. Operation, the man a fire service spokesman.
Oh, wow. Yeah, is that surprising? Is that surprising? Yeah. And the man, even he has elevated himself to the spokesperson for the Liberian music, industry. The last time he was on radio talking about the people music business. In fact, the people not making correct music. Hey, God, you got to forgive us. Look at the other brother were crying. God, what did we do to you? God, forgive us. Yeah. The man were on radio talking about music, people business. What kind of problem is so? Yeah. Well, Teacher Light again.
Reading through the front page African newspaper, and I got this part that Joseph Bwaka said that the only reason he went to pray is for Liberian people to care God, thank you for the new day the country is experiencing already. You know, I think read from page.
Teacher Light, it's just disgraceful. It's disgraceful. And when you observe something, do you observe that during the intercessory service, imagine that place was completely empty.
Oh, certainly.
The place was completely, look, I observed that thing. Look, there's a sun. Can you, in fact, just the ministry of, for example, state alone, those who are working at the Ministry of State could fill that place. But the entire church was empty. The place was virtually empty. When I mean empty, I'm talking about empty. That church that is even for Bible studies. I went to the place AME down there. Sometimes we used to pass down there for some other, at least just for religious activity. That place not even on a normal church day, like on Wednesday Bible study. You go there, that place is packed. But look at that kind of national program. The place was completely abandoned. These are signs that God is showing us Liberians that this man is a disaster. Like Evan said rightly, look, nobody is going to come from anywhere to liberate you. You are your own liberator. Look at the people of Ghana. When this particular same tax, increase came on the 20%, what did they do? They resisted it. Look at the people of Kenya. What happened? They did resist it. So let us stand up against this particular tyrannic behavior of Mr. Bwaka. We can make the change and we must make it.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, you can just do that as your party as well.
Yeah, thank you, Teacher Lai. You see, sometimes in a country, I listened to my brother Alvin Wisa about the people, we encouraging the people to come up, but sometimes what can make the people weak is when they have tried a lot of people and those people never serve them well.
Right.
Yeah. Then sometimes they get fatigued. They get that kind of fatigue. And they just be waiting for election day to express their grievance. So we will keep talking to them. Our people will come out. Look at it one time when Malu But with overnight that protest, they came out. So they need some of the energy. And this gone time when that police guy, when the police guy beat on that Islamic lady, see the people came out. It was not a protest that was planned. They came out that way. So we are getting there gradually, as you already know. We are getting there. Movement is on post, so we are getting there. One day there will be that time. So we urge all of our fellow Liberians, let us keep speaking out and let us keep pushing this government. This government, they mean nothing well for the Liberian people. From time to time, nothing Liberian people should expect for this government. It's just a fiasco. They are alive, and that's just all. Nothing else you will find. So I want to say thanks for that. Like, thank you. I want to say thank you, all of the listeners and the Liberian people. Let's keep on talking and keep our consistency. We will be back in 2029 by the grace of God. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Revolution is coming. It is very, very close. You can hear the crowds of the people. Police RG, when you hear people insulting you and whatever it is, you tell you say your mouth beat, rape, hanging on you, and I can be telling them not to say that kind of thing on the radio because I don't want them to curse you. But the idea is, I want you to know the people that are angry, and the day they are coming out, it will not be easy. I want to say thanks to all of you for the time. So until we are back here, God's willing, for another fascinating edition of the Diaspora Talk and Face the Issues. Oh yes, I will be very happy that we'll be here again. Prince Sheriff, William Bro, thanks to you guys so much. So we wish you all the best, and I keep moving, keep doing what you can for your country, and no matter what the circumstances are, we are certainly getting there. Do have a pleasant weekend and enjoy your moment. Keep peace, and do everything you can to protect this nation. We are certainly getting there. With God, all things are possible. Do have a pleasant time and a pleasant